Alright folks, welcome back. Now since I'm a connoisseur of all things beautiful and sexy and 10 times Victoria's Secret panel judge, let's rank all the 3D skins made by Wargaming for World of Tanks. Now all the points are made up and the scores don't matter, but we're starting off strong with the 122 TM. Currently in Marathon 4, and you could get this skin for free, but holy crap. It is caustic to the eyes. Holy Jesus. It's cartoony. The paint looks fake. Looks like World of Tank Blitz or the console version. They don't have the actual ATGMs underneath the blankets, I guess. The double barrel Dushka is replaced with bottle rockets. There are a bunch of presents in the back. And oh my god, it looks World of Tank Blitz, practically. It is caustic to the eyes. We're starting off strong. 2 out of 10. 2. A big hole 2. Do like the bull-headed muzzle brake, I guess, but oh, it still looks a little bit cartoony compared to the Type 59 Gold or the WZ-111-5A QL, but we'll take a look later on. So 2 out of 10. And starting off with the first group set of skins from Holiday Ops Winter 2018, we have the IS-7. It's pretty good. Looks actually decent with the large machine gun, replacing the original machine gun. Smoke grenades. The camo is also pretty nice. And there are a lot of searchlights, ammo boxes. It's not in your face. It's not like super abundant to the point of you're carrying a lot of junk. So I like this skin. It's 8.5 out of 10. Even though the camo doesn't change to different conditions like winter or desert, but it's still a very good looking skin. Next, we have the Grille 15. Oh man, don't know why they go with the red and yellow combo. Maybe it's historical, maybe, but there are some barbed wires on top of the hull. Large gun is all yellow with some camo nets, but not a lot. But there are a few grates to protect against grenades. MG42, STG44, that's nice. A few cages in the back, but the camo is just eye-altering. 7 out of 10. It's okay. It's not as good looking. Well, then again, the Grille 15 is not that good looking, but yeah, what could you do? And moving on to the T57 Heavy tank. It looks pretty decent. It has the Snoopy on the gun shield for the machine gun. Yeah, I like this skin. The searchlights are covered. Inscriptions, helmets. Yeah, pretty nice. The only downside is I will wish more stuff in the back, like a barrel or a few tank in the back of the hull. But this kind of looks empty in the rear. A little bit empty. It's mostly focused on the turret with the machine guns and different tools and stuff. But 8.25 out of 10. It's okay. It's pretty good, but not as good as the IS-7 in my opinion. And finally, we have the Batchat. It's actually one of my favorite. The inscription says, I think US or United Emirates of the Arab countries or whatever, but another one is Dubai, so don't speak Arabic, cannot read it. But it's a very good looking Batchat skin. So every inch is covered with details. Vents have details. The ropes, the cargo in the front, it's not that obtrusive in your face. There are camo nets, as well as a canvas for the oscillating turrets. There's actually a small tool box in the back with armor plates and a saber, so you can stab people with. But actually, I like this skin. I liked it a lot. So 8.75. I think it's slightly better than the IS-7 skin, just slightly. And next, we have the group set for the second Holiday Ops back in winter of 2019. So starting with the Object 140, looks like an Egyptian T54 or 55, but inscriptions, Arabic for the license plate, Desert Warfare camo, love it. Large machine gun, it's called KPV or something, but there's a RPG-7 with rockets in the back. That's also nice. Ammo racks, or ammo boxes, and additional toolboxes. Water tank in the back. I like it. I like this skin a lot. But there's an AK-47 tucked in between the turret and the snorkel, if you will. Canvas. This skin, 8.5 out of 10. I love it. Reminds me of Egyptian warfare, mostly. But moving on, Object 430U. This is a quote-unquote Israeli captured markings with the Modus and the 30 cows. But they were talking about what the hell is this thing when they captured it in the style description, so you can take a look. But it has the searchlights, smoke grenade launchers. The only downside is it doesn't have a camo. It's just base paint, like a olive base paint. It is for desert warfare, but I would wish like the paint scheme for like the Object 140-ish, like the desert-ish, in terms of a wavy design. But still good looking skin. Actually pretty good looking. There's a bunch of tools in the back, ammo boxes, nice. But 8 out of 10. It's good, but there's no camo. Give us a little bit of a camo, like a 2D camo with it. A little bit. E100. Big fat man with a good looking camo. Red, white, and green. So it's not in your face. It's not that jarring. I like it, but some people don't. So, There are nets for carrying stuff in the side skirts. I forgot what this launcher is called. You guys will correct me, but it's similar to a recoilless rifle, so it fires a lot of smaller rockets, but double barrel MG34 with a regular MG34. Long machine gun that I don't know the name of, but they have it on the websites somewhere, so alright. Kind of feels bare for the back and sides. I wish there were more stuff like toolboxes or I don't know, random stuff, but bazooka on the sides. Wish there are something like MP40, you know, classic German gun, or STG-44, you know, classics. But it's alright. It's a little bit better because of the camo scheme, the 2D camo scheme. So 8.25 out of 10 compared to the Object 430U. Jagdpanzer E100. Alright, camo scheme, good. They mentioned this was using as a naval gun, shooting at boats in the Norwegian front. But why is there a desert camo for the Norwegian front? Alright, okay. Rangefinders, MG42, MP40, a motorcycle to get fuel in case you run out. Lots of fuel canisters, I guess, but searchlights for the mini turret, a crane to haul something, I guess, maybe fish, or maybe destroy German tanks because their track sucks and easily broken down. But hey, historical accuracy. Oh, a Panzerschreck, MG42, a few grenades or rockets for the Panzerschreck. Nice. Yeah, I like this skin too. Just the desert camo doesn't make a little bit of the sense, I guess. But 8.5 out of 10. It's a little bit better because more stuff like MG42s or like the MP40s or, you know, bazookas, the Panzerschrecks. You gotta have the Panzerschrecks. T110E4. This kind of reminds me of the patent skin or the patents from the Iron Curtain back in Berlin. So the border conflict back in the 60s, and this was based off of a patent tank, but it's not. There's no such thing as T110E4 in terms of a conflict with the T55. That never happened. But I like this skin. There's a backstory to why there's a Aloha on the turret or on the pseudo turret. The commander was from Hawaii and he misses the ocean waves. They mentioned it in the actual detailed description for the skin. So if this vehicle would have some hula girls on top of the turret, I will give it 10 out of 10. Definitely. I love backstories in terms of skins as well as more stuff on the stuff, but Yeah, it's based off of the historical, you know, photograph of the patent from the behind, as well as, yeah, backstories. I love backstories. 9 out of 10. If there were hula girls on top of the turret, 10 out of 10, but 9 out of 10. I like this skin. Mostly because I'm American too, so hoorah! And finally, the AMX 13105. So, the story behind this vehicle mentioned that it's some sort of French foreign legionnaire in New Guinea, acting as a peace negotiator or something, but alright. So, jungle warfare. No camo though, so I would like to see a camo for it, but there are camo nets for the gun sleeve, even though it's not a gun sleeve. Random branch somewhere, searchlights, different canisters in the back, covering up the engine deck a little bit. How much would I give this thing? 8.25 out of 10. It's alright, but there's no camo, so give us a 2D camo skin, a little bit of a jungle pattern, that would be great. And here is the third set for Holiday Ops last year. So starting with the mouse, it's the same camo scheme as the Grille 15, but it doesn't look as pretty because the cloth is a little bit dirty. There are rust everywhere. It looks, you know, rustic, I guess, but large anti-aircraft machine gun that's way too big for the turret. It blocks like half of your screen trying to aim down sights. Holy crap. There is a Goliath in the back, which is cool. Large barrels for whatever, but crane to operate stuff. But yeah, this machine gun just blocks half your screen. It's so huge. It's like, you like machine guns? We'll put a 4-barrel anti-aircraft machine gun on top of the goddamn mouse, which is already tall enough, but holy crap, it's so huge. So I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It just, the camo doesn't work, the cloth is dirty, doesn't look appealing, it doesn't have the steampunk if it's going for it, so meh, 7.5 out of 10. Alright, Conqueror gun carriage, artillery. It has a dozer blade. A lot of fucking tree branches. Machine guns for the commander in the back, or whoever in the back. Cables, toolboxes, but the goddamn tree branches are too much. Holy crap. So many tree branches. Holy crap. Barrel. Okay. Jesus Christ. So many tree branches. Give us other stuff. 7.75 out of 10. It's not as hideous as the cloth and the camo of the mouse, but the tree branches are too much. Way too much. Tree branches. Jesus. Alright. WZ-111-5A has the flamethrower, the gun sleeve, the dragon on the turret. Nice. So it's a flamethrowing box thingy, I guess, but that's what they said in terms of the description, so alright. Large machine gun for the back of the turret. Bamboo sticks, that's nice. The camo is green though, so give us like a black camo or a red camo. I think it'll be a little bit better, but the base paint for Chinese tanks are green, so not that much different. There's a body bag in the back, as well as logs, but fuel tanks. Alright. A little bit better for the rear too. So it kind of looks like front heavy when you look at it. The front looks like a lot of stuff in the front. Nothing for the engine deck. So it kind of looks front heavy, but I'll give it a 8.25 out of 10. If this thing would have a 2D camo, I'll give it a little bit better, like 9. But it doesn't have a 2D camo. It's green. So, alright. STB. We're back with the branches. Jeez. Why are there so many branches? It's a very nice looking skin without the branches. The branches are killing it. It does have a nice 2D camo, so alright. I forgot the name of this gun. It's some sort of type whatever, but yeah. Ooh, it's a 50 cal too. Nice Modus. Classic Modus. Engine deck feels a little bit better, similar to the WZ111 5A, but okay. So many tree branches, Jesus. Just remove the tree branch, I'll increase the score, but with the tree branches, 8.25 out of 10. It's just so in your face with the tree branch, jeez. And finally, the 60 TP. Interesting choice of camo scheme, cannot complain. Random fishnets somewhere, alright. Large, bulky, random stuff bolted to the upper plate. Alright. Gun brace, that's interesting. Large gun, 152. Log, tools, machine guns out of the wazoo, that's always good. Fuel tank for the back. A poop bucket. That's fun. Spare engine or crank for something. Crank for the cable, likely, maybe. Engine for the cable. A chainsaw. Well, there are a lot of trees in Poland, I guess. So, cut down trees and shit. It's a little bit better than the 60 TP. Oh, it is 60 TP. It's a little bit better than the STB or the WZ111. A little bit better because of the camo. Mostly the camo. It doesn't have numbing amounts of tree branches stuck in the way. So, yeah, 8.5 out of 10. And here is the set for previous battle passes. So starting with the rivalry between the Super Conqueror and the Object 277, the Super Conqueror looks average-ish. It has a bunch of camo nets for the turret and hull front. Does get a green camo, but not that distinctive. There are 2 machine guns for the turret now, a little bit. Additional stuff for the bristle rack, as well as a spare road wheel, I guess. Fuel tanks in the back, but okay. It doesn't look that appetizing, appeasing. Oh. 7 out of 10. It's just camo nets. I don't want camo nets. I want additional stuff. The camo nets is like meh. It's alright, but it's not that great looking. 7 out of 10. It's just disappointing. Now here, on the other hand, competing against the Super Conqueror is the Object 277. It's a green camo for the Object 277 with different patterns of green and light green. So jungle combat, searchlights, machine guns, tow hook in the front, cables, smoke grenades, different stuff, rods, a canvas for the back, fuel tanks, log, nice. A large ass machine gun that's not in your face like the mouse, as well as this hidden gem. So the story mentions that his daughter give him the little teddy bear to protect him from enemy shells. So I thought that was amazing and cute. So there's what the hell is that thing? Is it like an oar? Oh, it's like a little shovel thing, but still. 10 out of 10. I love this skin. Mostly because of teddy bear. 10 out of 10. Love the backstory, love the camo. It looks good, not in your face. A lot of stuff too, well balanced. 10 out of 10, definitely. Compare this to the Super Conqueror, no question, Super Conqueror lost. The first season of Battle Pass. Alright, next up we have the Patton versus the TVP T5051. Patton looks like it's from Apocalypse Now, especially the surfboard, but a lot of machine guns, always nice. Camo nets, not as intrusive as Super Conquerors, so still good, but there's a lot of other stuff too, so that's always good. Fuel tanks in the back, like canisters, toxic, use sock, private stuff, so that's always fun. Shovels, crew stuff in the back, like a water jug, igloo water jug, nice. Yeah, I like it a lot, but I chose the Mantis TVP T5051 mostly because I don't like the camo nets, but that's just me. So this one is obviously better than the Super Conqueror, 8.5 out of 10. Also the mouth for the hull front, 8.5 out of 10. It's good, but Let's take a look at the TVP, VTU, or not VTU, ugh, T5051. So there's still a camo, but it looks like a mantis because of the mine clearing or whatever track thingy in the front. So I like this thing. Looks like a bug. But Czech version of the AK in the turret. Large anti-aircraft machine gun, searchlights, a large ass bazooka. Stuff in the back as well. Actually a motorcycle. No, it's not a motorcycle. It looks like a motorcycle. It's just a bunch of road wheels. And wheels for the tracks. Alright. Is that an anchor? That's a huge, looks maybe like a crane or something to hold up stuff, but yeah. Barrel for the turret, large machine guns, snorkel. I like this one a little bit better, mostly because there are no camo nets. Camo nets is a thing if you have other stuff, but personal preference. 8.5 out of 10. It's alright too. It's pretty good. And finally, for the third season of Battle Pass, we have the T110E5 as well as the IS-4 competition. So this thing is interesting because they put a machine gun right next to the cupola. So it's kind of wonky where you have to think for a split second, where the hell is the cupola? So it's like a false target for the gun shield with a machine gun. So that's a false flag. That's an M60? That looks like a long barrel M60. Holy crap. But yeah. Scanning, searchlights, mantlet cover. There's a unmanned drone in the back with a radio for it. Engine, spare engine, a bunch of canisters. Don't know why they would put more stuff like the hockey sticks or a little bit obscure. I mean, you're not going to use a hockey stick, but then again, you're not going to use it. Well, unmanned drone is another thing. It's huge too, so kind of a weird object when you put on a tank, but gives it some characteristics. The camo scheme is not that interesting in my opinion. Yellow and green, so kind of sting the eyes a little bit. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's alright. It's okay in terms of the camo. If it was like green with dark green, I would give it a lot higher, but the brown and the green is not mixing well, especially with the red searchlights and the blue, whatever the hell this thing is in the back. But yeah, 7.5 out of 10. It's okay. It's decent. And the IS-4, Marine IS-4. Also, I like duality, so this thing looks balanced because two machine guns, one to each side. Excellent duality. I like balance. Mantlet cover, searchlights. There are dolphins, cables. It's a very nice looking blue skin. I love blue skins too. Smoke grenades, bristle racks, large machine guns that are perfectly balanced in the back, like Dano says. But there's a life raft in the back with snorkels and flippers, fuel tanks in the back. What the hell this thing? Oh, the motor for the life raft. But there's a hidden story to this vehicle as well. He is asking his sister about a hockey game which he desperately longed for because he hates war. So I love the hidden story. So for this vehicle, 9 out of 10. Mostly because the blue camo is awesome looking. And the machine guns are well placed. Very well placed. So balance. Thanos. Good stuff. And now we have a bunch of skins for tier 10s that were once available in some form or another. So either bought outright from the premium shop or bought from Clan Wars in terms of bonds or auctions. But starting with the Object 907, it has a being blasted effect from a large explosion that cooked off most of the paint from one side of the vehicle. That's actually pretty sick. Looks kind of like a Terminator T800. If the spotlight is red, I will give it a 10 out of 10 because fucking T800 Terminator Arnold. But yeah, very nice looking effect. The downside is there's no 2D camo, so cannot tell as dramatically different, but I still like it. So searchlights, smoke canisters, a large unmanned automated machine gun. So that's pretty cool. So it should be automatically detecting targets with terms of the radar and just shoots it by itself. Alright. But bristle racks, toolboxes, log, would like one fuel drum in the back. That would be great. But chains. I love the blasted effect. The rust, the cooked off paint, as well as even for the smoke canisters too. Holy crap, that's actually amazing. So if the spotlight was red, Terminator, 10 out of 10, not even 10 out of 8. But yeah, very nice. I would give it a 8.7 out of 10, mostly because it doesn't have a 2D camo, and the back is a little bit better, a little bit, but yeah, 8.75 out of 10. And we're up with the Chieftain T95 Hybrid. So there is a skin for it. And it's not as dramatically interesting as the 907, obviously. So there's no blast effect from an explosion, but shake. Alright. So bunch of camos. Gun sleeve also looks kinda dirty and out of place. Helmets, toolboxes in the back, a large 30 cal for the turret. Alright, I mean Victoria, alright. But smoke launchers, camo nets, a Brin? Is that a Brin? I don't know the name of machine guns. It should be a Brin, right? But yeah, 8.25 out of 10. Mostly because there's nothing interesting is going on. It does have a camo. There are ripped parts of the track covers, the mud guards, but side skirts are ripped, so it's still pretty nice looking. But the turret front looks kinda bare, other than the searchlight. So kinda do have the machine gun belt fed from a random box. That's nice. But yeah, 8.25 out of 10. It's alright. It's not the best, but compared to the Object 907, yeah, doesn't remind me of a Terminator. It would be Predator. It will be cool if it's a Predator skin. And here is the scrap skin from last year's holiday ops from the VK7201K. They could put it for the Panzer Mark 7, but Panzerkampfwagen Mark 7, which is practically the same vehicle, but they didn't. The camo is kind of weird. Red for the turret, white for the hull. So alright. Ladders. Maybe there's something historical with a red color scheme for the turret, and then something different for the hull. A bazooka for the back, crew equipments and uniforms, MP40, yes, nice. MG34 for the turret, for the commander, a bunch of stuff, grates to protect whatever the hell's behind it, likely some air canisters or something, but searchlights, kind of still okay-ish. You have the dirty tarp from the mouse as well, but the camo is not as, you know, caustic to the eyes as the mouse, but still 7.5 out of 10. It's okay-ish. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst, but meh. Alright, then we take a look at a bunch of normal tier 10s. So T100 light tank, you could get this skin from rank battle mode if you pay like 10,000 bonds without discounts. With discounts, it's like 5,000 minimum or something. I don't know, but it's not bad looking skins. It's not bad. I mean, it has a machine gun. Actually, that's not a machine gun. That's a grenade launcher. That's a freaking grenade launcher. That should be a grenade launcher. 40mm grenades, like pump, 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 pump. Side skirts, snub nose gun, searchlights, rangefinders, nice smoke canisters into a crown shape for the back of the turret. Very nice. Toolboxes. The downside is there's no 2D camo for this vehicle. That's a shame. And I don't know. You have to pay bonds for it too. So yeah, you have to work for it. Front and back is kind of bare, but 7.5 out of 10. Well, actually, 8 out of 10. Let's give it 8 out of 10. It's okay. It's a little bit better than the VK7201K, but I wish there was a 2D skin for this thing. 8 out of 10. Alright, Object 261. You bought this from Black Market. 300 gold minimum bid, but you can actually get it for like 400 or something. Just a little bit more, but a bunch of branches and a leafy camo net for the gun barrel. And a 2D skin, but that's practically it. There are no AK-47s, no RPG-7s, nothing other than a large KPV machine gun. Yeah, the branches are just so obscure. Just like, ugh. It's alright, but you're overusing it. You're not featuring everything else like logs or stuff. Is there a log? There's no log. It's not Russian. Oh, there is. There we go. It should be a log somewhere. But too many branches for my liking. 7 out of 10. It's bleh. Alright, E50M. This is from the Mjolnir 13 skin event. Now the searchlights will light up. The skin, obviously, I don't have it. It's all mods, but if you like Silent Hill, obviously you're liking the flavor of the vehicle, but the barbed wires, the masochistic suffering, if you will. But if they would make a pyramid head scheme, like all red, I would definitely take it. But I love Silent Hill, but the gray scheme is a little bit wonky-ish, so maybe there should be like a gigantic knife in the back or something. I don't know. But it's okay. It's not the worst looking. It's not the best looking, I guess. 6.5 out of 10. It's okay. It's average. Slightly below average. Acquired taste. And here is the Leopard 1 from that mode as well. So you collect energy or something from defeated enemies. There's a gas mask to protect you from the gases. But everything looks oily and greasy. So especially with the mud guards. There are camo nets for the turret as well as the hull front, but smoke launchers for the gun barrel, searchlights. I do like the braces for the gun, but a bunch of weird stuff, sci-fi stuff for the turret back. The engine deck looks kind of bare, a little bit. So random weird charger thing. It might have an effect once you have the skin, but I don't have the skin. I modded it. So 7 out of 10. It's a little bit better than the E50M, but not much. Oh no. I think it lights up with all the lights and stuff once you have the skin. I did not choose it. I choose the UDES 1516, but this was last year's Panzer Claws versus whoever the hell else. It should be an effect with the skin, but everything should light up, but still. Technically, it's better than the 122 TM if all the effects go into the skin, right? But nobody choose it. It's so goddamn obscure. Is that a Glock? Gluck? Nibir. Alright. That's German. Can't read German. Alright, I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's alright. I'll give it slightly better than the 122 TM. Slightly. 2.5 out of 10. Just so obscure. In your face. The camo is a little bit better than the 122 TM, but not much. It's also the mistletoe and the wrappings of the lights are just so much to deal with. Here is the EBR 105. Don't know how you get this skin. Well, maybe Wargaming has never published the skin, but large machine gun, large ass log. Looks like a pine tree. Holy crap, that's a pine tree? I mean, that doesn't look like a normal tree. Fuel tanks, bazooka, body bag in the back with a large ass repair for the tires. Scum of the earth, piece of crap EPR. I hate it. Personal preference, but it's alright. Blue and yellow camo is not bad. It's alright. Large crane to pull up stuff. Some sandbags in the front. Alright. 8.5 out of 10. It's okay. I would prefer a better camo scheme, but this thing is so fast, it doesn't matter. So I think, is that the navy camo? Blue and yellow? Alright. AMX 50B. This is the I don't know, Savannah? What they call it? Rhino camo? It's on a hunt, I guess, but a bunch of leaves? That's a leaf with burnt edges. Alright. A ladder to climb up stuff. Climb up the tank? Leaves are burnt into the back. It's on a hunt for something. Alright. There are recoilless rifle, I think, for the turret. A camo net. Toolboxes. Bags of stuff. It looks kind of bare for the whole rear. I would like more stuff other than leaves that are crisp around the edges. But it doesn't look as good as something like a T100 light tank, right? So 7.5 out of 10. It's okay. I don't know what it's going for, so question mark. FV4005 Stage 2. You get this skin by buying it, I think. But large machine gun. I'm going to call everything the Bren because I give up. But large camo nets, searchlights, sandbags, Nasser's Nightmare. Is that Nazi's Nightmare? Oh, could be close enough to Nazi's Nightmare. Alright. Canvas, fuel tanks, helmets, large stuff for a large freaking shit barn of a tank. That's good. The hell did that say? Can't read it. It's all gibberish. Is that the radio? No, that's not the radio. That's for external radio to the inside, or that's a cable tow, one of the which. Sometimes you'll have a radio for the outside infantry to communicate to the crew inside, but it's not bad. I mean, would like a better 2D camo, but it's okay. 8 out of 10, not bad. Alright, this is the competition to the whatever the hell, the Panzer Mark 7. So it has the flaming effect because I chose this vehicle. So this is actually the skin, not the mod. So you have a Frankenstein-esque of a rip in the hull as well as the turret, but there are flaming glows, so neat, I guess. But there are a few cables. It's powered on by like weird Wolfenstein electricity or something. I like the effects. I like the flaming effects, but holy crap, it's a Frankenstein skin for like Christmas or something. 6 out of 10, mostly because of the effects. The rest is just 6 out of 10. Alright, Kranvagn. You get a crane because it's called Kranvagn. Originally, they named it a Kranvagn to fool the restrictions because of building a large vehicle. So they call it a crane, but it's actually a tank, so they put an actual crane on it. But there are yellow helmets for construction crews, and that's pretty much it. So warning tapes, but oh no, it's not that great. It's the base color of the vehicle too. It's a green skin. Make it like yellow too, like make it all yellow. It will actually be a little bit more memey. But 6 out of 10. It's meh. Make it all yellow so you can actually have a Tonka truck or something. Strv 103B. You can buy the skin, I think. But large branches, camo nets. Okay, it's on a Safari too, I guess, but still green, no 2D camo. It doesn't have the row of fuel canisters that you see on STRVs for the sides. Even modders have modded that into the actual vehicle for skin mods. So there is a bazooka in the back, I guess. 8 out of 10, I guess. It's alright. It doesn't. I'm missing the fuel canisters in a row for the side. So 8 out of 10. And final tier 10, I guess, is another bond shop or rank battle mode bond item called Centurion or whatever protector for the Italians, but you get all the stuff from a Spartan, I guess, from a Centurion, Legionnaire, or whoever. A bunch of plates. You have a Batista, Ballista, whatever you call this thing, for an actual machine gun, which is a nice meme. But banner for the back, Roman helmets, Gladicus, or whatever you call those short swords, pots instead of fuel cans. It's a nice meme, but it's not that. The base paint is also not changed. It's only the same olive color, yellow color for all the Progettos or all the Italian tanks. So 6.5 out of 10. And here are the only tier 9s with the skin. So the E50 has the same skin as the E50M, as well as the Panther II, but looks the same. Wires, barbed wires for the vehicle sides, masochism, slightly the blood cover, the dry blood for the torture, and the masochism presented in Silent Hill, of course. But I love Silent Hill. It doesn't belong onto a tank, actually, in my honest opinion, but everything's greasy. And even the exhaust is greasy. Ooh, torture and stuff. But yeah, I will give it the same score I give it to the E50M and likely the Panther II. 6.5 out of 10. It's alright. If you like the fetish, you like the fetish. And the anniversary reward for the T30. I love the skin. Machine guns, 2D skin, camo, all the good stuff. A RNG thingy for the searchlight. The dice roll with your gun. 10 years of service. Nice. A health kit, first aid kit for the vehicle's hull. Also, there are like repair kits in the back, as well as fire extinguishers. So, radio, is that a radio? Huh. But repair kit, as well as automatic automatic fire extinguisher, not fuel injectors. But yeah, they put actually every consumable. Are there actually cola? Is that a cola for the American crew? But they actually put a lot of the stuff from World of Tanks onto this vehicle, like the April Fool's suitcase thing, I guess. Poop bucket with the cup. Alright, I love this skin. 9 out of 10, definitely. All the stuff for World of Tanks in terms of a long pledge of an anniversary reward. Yeah, 9 out of 10, definitely. Alright, next we have a large collection of skins for tier 8s. So starting with the T44-100. This is actually the T44-100P. It's only available on the Russian server. You can get it from a subscription to an internet service, I believe, but it has a better looking skin. It has a antenna for the back of the turret. Internet, I guess. I don't know how Russian internet works, I guess. There's a RPD LMG for the turret. That's actually pretty cool. Bunch of fuel tanks, all the good stuff. The Berlin markings for the turret. A mini motor to pull the cables to look up internet porn, I guess. Is it actually censored in Russia? Like Chinese servers or Chinese internet cannot allow you to look up porn. I don't think. I don't know. But it's actually not that bad looking. There's no AK-47 for the other side. That's disappointing. Oh well. But all right, it's not a bad looking skin. RPD. That's the first model, and the Berlin markings. So I'll give it a 8 out of 10. It's all right. Moving on, we have the IS-3. So this is the Montu, or whatever they pronounce it, skin choice, but it's sand colored. A few ricochets for the turret. Well, that's actually pretty detailed. Holy crap. A few ricochets, as well as the camo nets. I think that's Arabic on the side skirts, maybe. Large machine gun, but other than that, it's alright. I mean, fuel tanks, rag for the back, chains. There are not that many machine guns or stuff, but Somewhat of a camo net for the gun barrel. I don't know how I feel about this one. It looks kind of bare, don't you think? Maybe 7.5 out of 10. There are 2 skins actually for the IS-3, so BRB, we're going to change to the Pike shape or Pike skin for the IS-3 right now. And here is the second skin for the IS-3 called Pike, but it kind of looks just like a 2D skin with a searchlight, but it doesn't look that different though. I mean, there are some ammo boxes, I guess, but this is not worth like 15 bucks or 10 bucks or whatever Wargaming charges. There's a different log, but there's shells in the back. That's an AP, that's likely a high explosive. But yeah, it doesn't look that different. AK-47, is that a U? AK-47U, it's not as small. Just a weird, the crankable buttstock, not the wooden one, but yeah, this is not worth like 10 bucks. It just looks normally IS-3 with the 2D skin-ish. 7 out of 10. It's actually 6 out of 10. There's nothing interesting. 6.5 out of 10. 6.5. It's a 2D skin. It's not worth 10 bucks. No. I can get better skin mods than this. Ugh. Alright, let's continue with tier 8s, but Panther II has the same style as the E50 and E50M, so Silent Hill-esque, but the spotlights will light up with the glow, I guess, but into masochism if you like it. Now, there is special detail about the symbol behind the loader hatch, ammo hatch, whatever you call it, but all the symbols are different, so small detail, but yeah, the same score. I give it to the E50M as well as the E50. 6.5 out of 10. It's okay. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, it's alright. The Lowe with the Valentine style. To my Valentine, I stick my gigantic gun at you. There is Cupid on the turret. There's some loincloth at the front. Oh my gosh. Some random baggage in the back. Why is there a suitcase? I don't know. Cupid does not use a suitcase or beach towels. I don't know. What the hell? There's no like a quiver of arrows or something? I don't know. Why is there beach equipment for the back? I don't know. Ooh, flowers. Nice. I have no idea. Is it for a picnic? Don't use a MG34 for a picnic. Or a bunch of canisters for rockets, I guess. You're shooting like tanks. Alright, there's weird symbols. 4 out of 10. Base camo did not change. It's a grayscale and weird loincloth. Yeah, 4 out of 10. It's just Ramatel Borsig. Waffenträger. Ooh. A bunch of freaking branches and leaves. If it doesn't have the leaf and branches, I'll give it a higher score. Holy crap, but there's the machine guns, camo nets, replacement road wheels. What the hell is that thing? One of you gun nerds, tell me what the hell that gun is. That's kind of... Is that OMG? Where the hell... Is that a sniper rifle? There's no magazine feed. It's like a automatic or semi-automatic like bolt-fed sniper rifle? Interesting. I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm not a gun nerd. I have no idea. There are braces for the tracks while shooting. 7.75 out of 10. Mostly because there are so many goddamn branches everywhere. Jeez. Alright. The Borsig, not the Borsig, the Bourrasque. They're all the same. This one's actually better. So one winter camo. Alright. Additional plating for the sides, even though it doesn't do anything. Machine guns, satchels, fuel canisters. It's alright. It's not that cumbersome of a skin. It's okay. He has a white coat, I guess, but would like some gun sleeves or somewhat of a painting design, it's alright. Not bad. It's alright. 8 out of 10. Decent. Not the best, but it's okay. FE4202. With St. Patrick's theme, I guess. So all green. You got your lucky charms and stuff. Luck is believing. You're lucky. What? Large horseshoe. Celtic. Is that Celtic? I have no idea. Okay. You'll tell me in the comment section, but what the hell is this? Alright. Weird emblems. Lutes and lyres and harps and stuff. And a battle axe. That doesn't belong there. Alright. Nice tapestry. Bagpipe. Pot of gold. Harmonica. Other instruments. A Celtic symbol. Celtic cross. And other stuff. I don't know. A green hat. Just to be sure. A few gold coins. Oh my gosh. 3 out of 10. Maybe it's kind of in your face about it too. I mean, it's the same as the Panther II Santa Claus. Oh, 3 out of 10. Yeah. Skoda T27. I actually like this skin. It's a lot better than the same camo that you get for like Action X Kranvagn. That's only a 2D skin, or for the 50 TP, 53 TP, whatever it's called. But yeah, it's actually a 3D skin. Even though the downside is it's only the same camo, so the olive-ish of a camo design. So large machine guns, more guns. That's good. Canvas protecting the engine deck. All right. Some instruments for the checks. A mace. That's a big ass mace. A chalice. All right. A goat head. Is that, what the hell is that thing? Is that for skinning like goats or stuff, or drying the skin? That's interesting. What the hell is that thing? Never noticed that before. 8 out of 10. If it has a 2D skin, actually kind of does with the black stripes, but if it has a more prominent 2D skin, I'll give it a little bit higher, but 8 out of 10. And we have the UDES 14 Alt 5 with skis for the Swedes. It's practically a 2D skin with just some ski shoes, or just skis in the back. That's pretty much it. So it's practically a 2D skin with some skis in the back. There's a 1 thumbs up for the Swedes. Or is that a 14 Swedes, or one of the... I think that's a 14 Swedes, but looks like a thumbs up. Alright. 5 out of 10. It's just 2D skin for actual money? No. Meh. Lansen C with original skin, the Wolf of Odin. I actually like this skin a lot. Mostly because the barrel looks cool. It's a wolf head. The paint color, decent. As well as inscriptions. There's a flag, Viking stuff, all the cool shit. Viking helmets, swords. Actually, I like the skin. It's not in your face about it too, like the Progetto 65. And it's thematic-ish. So, yeah. Not bad. I like this skin. How much would I give it? 8.5 out of 10. If it has a better black coloring, I think it would be a little bit higher, but there are chainmails too. Holy crap, that's nice. But 8.5 out of 10. I like the barrel design. The wolf barrel is very, very nice. Looks kind of like the Witcher wolf head, but kind of. Not close enough. And let's take a look at the Progetto 46. This is the Safari version with a goat skull. That's a big ass horn for the goat skull in the front. A bunch of leaves, but just leaves. Camouflage net. There's no like Crocodile Dundee hat or a gigantic knife for the turret. That would be cool. Elephant gun. Actually just a hunting rifle, but some hunting helmets. Yeah, just the guy from Jumanji. Peter rolled the dice. You didn't. Actually, here's a fun fact. If you haven't noticed, oh, there's a few rifles. If you haven't noticed, the guy who plays the hunter in the original Jumanji with like 1992 with Robert Williams, the guy who plays the hunter with the accent is actually the same actor who plays the father back in like the earlier flashback in 1960s or something when Peter was like 9 or something. So that's a very good trivia if you haven't noticed, but it's all the mustache and stuff, so it covers up. But the father also played as the hunter because the hunter I don't know, personal thing. SU-130 PM, small fun fact. Camouflage nets, searchlights, smoke canisters. It's always the goddamn camouflage nets. Holy crap, it's like the Conqueror or the Super Conqueror, but geez, I want other stuff like AK-47s and stuff. And a bazooka or RPG-7 or stuff, but 7 out of 10. Jeez. Is there anything in the crew chambers or crew section? No, nothing really interesting. Alright, 7 out of 10. It's okay. Peter rolled the dice. E75 TS. It's like the mouses or the VK7201K in a sense, but additional plating covers for the turret, gun sleeve ish of a camo net cover. Side skirts are made of mesh with coloring, but it's alright. The same score I would give to the VK7201K or to the mouse in a sense. It's a weird red hull with a yellow turret. That doesn't make sense. 7.5 out of 10. It's okay. And next we have promotional vehicles. The basically T95 medium tank with the offspring camo. It's all black because they're edgy, I guess. I don't know. I don't listen to the offsprings. I'm sorry. But guitars, drum sets, fire extinguisher. That doesn't belong there. Amp charges. A lot of speakers for the back. Skateboards because they're punkyish. I don't know. Soundboard. That's always fun. Have to model everything. Boom boxes, speakerphones, amps. What the hell is this thing? Oh, is that like a strobe light or something? I have no idea what the hell that is. Alright. And the large speaker for the original searchlight. Alright. But 7 out of 10. If you like the offsprings, you probably will like this vehicle, but alright, it's acquired taste. Similar to the Silent Hill thingy majigs. And finally, the T42 with the boys from Amazon. But weird choice of graffiti camo. You'll love it. Fucking dollar, whatever the hell that is. A bunch of stuff from the show. I only watched like snippets, mostly the violent parts, but minigun, Pittsburgh, ammo boxes, fuel tanks, Frenchies, perfume, so propane or gasoline, mother's milk. It's all the characters from the show, I think. P90, nice. A few M4s and M16s, nice. Is that M16 or M4? That's a very short barrel. Is that a tar? That's actually an M4 with a tar. Was it tar 98 or something? Oh, and a 50 cal with all the figurines. That's actually, there's a lot of details for a crossover tank, but a lot of details. It's all the villains or all the superheroes, and they're going against the superheroes. But 50 caliber, holy crap! 7.5 out of 10. A little bit more. I just prefer more of the violent stuff. Just a little bit more violent stuff. And we're nearing the end, folks. So hopefully you still have your popcorns. But let's take a look at the lower tiers. So we have the T3485 with the flag. You could have gotten it for free, but Yeah, the flag actually moves. It's currently bugged out, but yeah, it's a very simple skin, very simple emblem with the inscriptions on the vehicle hull, but the flag moves. So if they actually have craw with the actual movement of the vehicle, I definitely will give it a higher score, but the flag is a big deal, very big deal. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So if it goes craw, that would be great. But KV2 has the skin, looks very Mad Max-ish, if you will. There are a lot of junk, gratings, machine guns, a lot of fucking machine guns. Holy crap, it's just like every kind of machine guns you could stick onto this vehicle. Barrels, rust, a motorcycle. 2 days ago, I saw a vehicle that could haul that tanker. If you want to get out of here, you talk to me. God, I suck at Mel Gibson. Still one of my favorite movies too. But yeah, Mad Max-ish. Sledgehammer. 7.5 out of 10. Could use a little bit more Mad Max stuff, but it's alright. It's a Russian fridge out of a meme tank with a derp gun. Alright. Alright, Warhammer 40k. Inspire skin as well. There's also a Warhammer skin for the KV2R, but this is the one you could buy for the BDR G1 something, but it's alright. It's very minimal when you look at it. There's an emblem for the turret, but just a basically 2D style mostly. Blood for the Emperor! But still, it's like just a 2D style. I mean, there's no like, what's the gun called? It's like it fires like a almost an inch caliber gun. It's like almost like a grenade launcher of a machine gun or assault rifle, but it's not an assault rifle. It's a fucking grenade launcher. A bolter. That's the gun, I think, if I remember correctly. But skin wise, 6.5 out of 10. It's okay. I mean, if you like Warhammer, you probably will like it. But here is another skin for the Warhammer. So it looks a little bit better than the BDR. So you actually have more stuff, better camo, more details, gun sleeve, machine guns, fuel canisters, the emblem yet again. A little bit better in terms of details, so more stuff for the vehicle. Looks a little bit better too. There's the bolter. That's the what's the caliber on that thing? It's like a 9 something. Like the normal 7.62s or 5.56. That's like a 9 something. It's a large caliber gun. It's not even a gun. It's a fucking grenade launcher. But this skin, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it doesn't have as much stuff as the regular KV2 with a bunch of Mad Max stuff, so it's also acquired-ish of a taste. Yeah, 7 out of 10. This is 7.5 out of 10. And here's a weird set of 3D skins, likely coming soon to the Russian server, but it should be based off of like Russian lore or Viking lore. I have no idea, but it's all skins with the depiction of ancient battles or ancient artistic drawings of dragons and knights and stuff. So maybe Russian history, maybe Russian folklore, maybe Viking folklore. I have no idea, but I should presume it's like Russian folklore. I have no idea. But it's a blue camo with a bunch of knights and chainmail, a large axe, battle axe. But since I have no reference, I don't know. It looks mostly like a 2D skin with a shield in the front and some armor in the back, but that's practically it. So I don't know. I'll give it a 4.5 for the 705A. Now this vehicle will have a skin for Battle Pass Season 4, but the skin is not out yet, so we cannot judge on it. I cannot mod it in to the game yet, so that's a moot point. Also, the ST2 has the same style-ish of a skin. So, it's not as blue, but I still think it's Russian, like ancient Russian history. Or maybe some of the Czechish part or Poland-ish parts of the European region. I have no idea. So, either Norwegian, Celtic, some parts of the Eastern Europe designs. Like the Baba Yaga or something. Is that Baba Yaga? That's not a woman. That's a dude blowing like wind or something. But all of them have a shield. All of them have a name. I'll put the name into the description of the video. But that's a whip. Giggity. This one is not as cool looking, in my opinion, than the 705A. So 4 out of 10. All right. And finally, the 268 with the fiery-ish of a skin. So the same style. And these should be for the Russian server. Should be. I have no idea. Maybe this year. But bunch of spears. Horse saddle with bows and arrows. That's cool. A mace. Actually, that's a flail. Not a mace. Flail with chain. An ancient harp. That's a bear skin. That's sick. That's an earth sign bear skin. That's pretty cool. Pandora's box or something in the back of the turret. Or not turret, the superstructure. Large double barrel KPV. Machine guns. It's fiery, I guess. 4.5 out of 10. But I have no idea what they're referencing to. So 4.5 out of 10. And finally, some skins that are likely coming soon to all the servers. So starting with the same theme for 3 vehicles. Here we have the prototype to the Black Prince, the A43 Black Prince prototype, but it looks like it saw urban warfare with a bunch of buildings that got toppled over and the bricks fallen onto the vehicle hull. So that's pretty neat. Ripped up one of the mud guards or track guards for the sides. That's pretty cool. You have the dust from the bricks. That's pretty neat in terms of details, but yeah, it's a Black Prince prototype at tier 6. This vehicle has not been released yet. You could test it on the super test server for all the high explosive shell rework, but not to be stowed on deck. Is it a 17 pounder gun? It's not a 20 pounder, is it? It's a 17 pounder, but actually, not bad looking skin. I would prefer more machine guns or other stuff like fuel canisters or whatever the crap, but not bad. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It's alright. So the same theme applies to the IS-2-2. So maybe they're fighting for Berlin or something? Oh, not the preview. Not the preview. There we go. But yeah, the same bricks fallen onto the vehicle's hull as well. It ripped up some of the guards for the tracks. And that's pretty neat. There are a few marks from ricochets to the turret. Chain as well. Yeah. A sign that says Minsk, Berlin, and Warsaw in the back. Large anti-material rifle. That's a showcasing. That's neat too. So it looks like battle damage and stuff. There's a brick sticking out of the grating for the engine deck. For the engine. There's burnt marks, battle damage, ammo boxes. There are random pieces of wood and machine gun rounds or casings. That's cool. The 7.62, likely from the Dishka. Oh, wow. That's a lot of battle damage. There's a mortar piece in the back of the turret. Yeah, there are a few mortar rounds too. So actually a very nice looking skin. The only downside is there are no 2D styles for this thing. Like if it has actually a camo or some sort of marking, I think I will give it a little bit higher of a score. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I actually like the battle damage and stuff. That's pretty neat. And the same applies to the Object 703 version number 2. So a bunch of ricochet marks for the vehicle hull as well as the turret. It looks also dinty too, so it's not like just a 2D. Well, it is kind of a 2D. It is kind of a 2D JPEG, but that looks pretty nice. Like the 3D aspect of this stuff, that's pretty nice. It's still a 2D JPEG. Broken cables, rustic. The brick fell onto the grating, protecting the roof from grenades. Protecting the side as well, so everything's ripped up. That's pretty cool. Is that a machine gun? That's a barrel. That's a spare barrel for a machine gun. Cool. Spokes for a bicycle. Machine gun for the top of the turret. The bristle rack got opened up for a replacement machine gun. Nice. That's a double barrel. Is that even bent? Is that bent from battle damage? That's actually pretty cool. More destroy grating protecting the sides. More stuff for the back. Actually, this is also pretty cool too. It's like there's a lot of battle damage as well, but there are more stuff than the Black Prince prototype. 8.5 out of 10. Also pretty good. And finally, the Badger got a skip, I guess, from Battle Pass Season 4. They do have the skin in the game files. They haven't added the 268 version number 4 skin for some reason, but here is the Badger skin with all the camo and brush and stuff. Now, surprisingly, the foliage is not that huge. It doesn't cover up like parts of the main aspect of the vehicle, like the hatches here for the Badger symbol, and on the sides there's a large ass machine gun or anti-material rifle. Holy crap, that's a big shell. It's even tracer darts too. It's a JPEG, but still, that's a JPEG. But different tracers. You have tracer rounds with the actual round in between. That's pretty cool. What else? Fuel canisters in the back. Large replacement for the drive wheels. Logs. Is that even a log? It's like a tube. What's that for? Like, I have no idea what's that for. Is it the same as a log? Might be. But towing cables with spare motor or motor engine. Yeah, sure. Yeah, also pretty nice. The leafage, the coverage is not as obstructive as a Rumtel Borsig or STB or something. 8.5 out of 10. So, yeah, large ass machine gun or autocannon, one of the which. 8.5 out of 10. And finally, we have honorable mentions of vehicles that have 3D skins, but they're actually a different vehicle compared to the normal counterpart. So it's not exactly a skin, but close enough. So first up, we have the Alphine Tiger for the WZ111 at tier 8. So this is separate than the WZ111, but it's a skin technically. So has a tiger engraving. It's black and white-ish. More of a grayscale, but close enough. I do like it. It's simple, effective design. So nothing in your face about it. Nothing caustic to the eyeballs. So I like it. Double tiger engravings. So pretty cool. If the muzzle brake was a tiger head, that would be great. But it's not. Or if the barrel was like striped or something. But I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Mostly because no engraving on the barrel, and the gray is not as cool as all black in my honest opinion. So I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. And we have the Kulin, whatever they pronounce it, the Chinese server premium tier 10 WZ111 5A with a little bit more alpha but the same DPM. So it's a dragon based WZ111 5A. Has a dragon barrel, pretty sweet. Black and gold, also pretty nice. Dishka is also modeled black and gold, so very nice looking skin. Makes premium credits and crew XP, yada yada. But there are wings, it's a dragon. There are horns for the turret. There are golden chest and a ball or something. I don't know. All right, yeah, I like it. If the black was a little bit more prominent, I will give it a little bit higher of a score, but it's still pretty goddamn good. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 It's very nice looking. It's not in your face. It's a lot better than the 122 TM. A hell of a lot better. Holy crap. But just imagine replacing everything with a bull head and call it a bull season. Capture the bull instead of capture the dragon, but whatever. So it's a lot better looking than the 122 TM. And finally, we have the OG that everybody strives for. It's a 3D skin. It's pretty popular. Costs like 15 or actually 25,000 gold. And you have to get it quick. So the Type 59 gold. Everything's gold plated. There are dragons on the barrels and scales and dragons on the turret and vehicle hull and even dragon for the log in the back. Definitely one of the best skins. It's so iconic of a skin too. So iconic. Everybody wanted it. It's so rare too. 10 out of 10. Definitely 10 out of 10. Iconic. The tracks are obviously the track color, but the drive wheels and the road wheels are all gold. Everything's shiny. You'll automatically immediately recognize it. So 10 out of 10. Definitely. Well, there you go, folks. That's an hour of rating stuff. Now to edit everything. Holy crap, it will take a while. But Wargaming has caught on selling skins. So some skins are good. Some skins are actually terrible. But yeah, we're only getting started. So hopefully in the future, we can manually edit stuff into the skin, like machine guns or fuel tanks or whatever, just for cosmetic purposes. But some skins look actually terrible. Some skins look great. So give or take. But there you go. Rate the skins. It took a while. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.